told your friend you're not okay? And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.
Hey YouTube, so this is a quick intro to our house vlog. Some of you that are following me on TikTok may already know some of this, but I'm going to give you guys a quick intro to this video. So we are currently under construction in our home, and I wanted to give you guys a progress update. But before we do that, I wanted to show you guys what our house looked like before we started the construction. Kind of give you guys some background of our housing situation here in Puerto Vallarta. So we currently live in a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom condo townhome style in a gated community. We purchased this home for about $50,000 on pre-sale back in 2019, about a year after my deportation. And since then, we've just outgrown our home. Initially, when I purchased this home, I was going to be living here full-time with the 2 babies, and under the impression that I would have the older 3 children for summers. But eventually, they transitioned here full-time, so we are now living here full-time, all of us, me, the 5 kids, and we've outgrown the space. So because of that, I recently started some renovations, and I am building out. We are adding onto our current home, which is something that's very common here. A lot of people in Mexico build their own homes. Some of them, like me, add on to their homes. So currently our home is 2 levels. I have one bedroom on the bottom with the kitchen and the living room. The bottom floor also has a large patio, and on the top floor we have 2 bedrooms, including the master, and 2 bathrooms. So I'm going to give you guys a quick tour of what it looked like prior to construction. This is an old TikTok video, the only video that I had of it looking decently, because I did a house tour for TikTok. So here it is, and then I will show you what it looks like currently, when we started construction, which was about 3 to 4 weeks ago. So through the front entrance, you are greeted into the living room, which quickly connects into the dining area. As you guys can see, it's not very big. It's not a lot of living space. The kitchen is tiny. The downstairs has 1 bathroom, which the 3 older kids share. This is their bedroom where they share a triple bunk bed. They quickly outgrew this room, which is part of the reason why we're building. This is a patio where we will be adding on everything, where I used to have my pool space. Upstairs is the master and the baby's room. Judy's and Axel sleep in here. And this is the master bedroom with a closet. There's also a bathroom in there. And our views. Okay, so I have known for a while that I wanted to expand our home because there wasn't a lot of room. Once the older 3 kids got here and we transitioned them permanently, obviously the downstairs bedroom where they all sleep is too small now that they're getting, my daughter's a teenager, and they're just, into that age where they collect a lot of shit, and, it's just too small for them. That bedroom that I set up down there used to be my office, but I set it up with the idea that it was for the summer, right? I thought, well, they can manage for a summer on a triple bunk bed, but that quickly became permanent due to certain circumstances with our, co-parenting between their dad and I. And now there's a need to expand. So the back patio, we do live in a gated community. We cannot make any changes to the front of our home. All the houses have to look the same, but we're free to make any changes to the back. So what we're doing is we're expanding out into the patio and up. So we will be building, the kitchen will be expanded into the patio, and then we're going to build a room on the other half of the patio, which will be Amaya's room with a small bathroom for her. We're also going to build up. So on top of that level, we're going to build a large room that will connect into the baby's room, which will be the master bedroom / office. So their room right now, the walls will be knocked down and it will connect into that larger room. This room that we're in will turn into the girls' room. The boys will share downstairs, and Maya will be in her own room downstairs. And so from that new large room, we'll also build up 1 more floor, meaning that that room will be the only access to the upstairs. So we're going to build a staircase in that large room it will lead upstairs. I still have not decided if I want to make it a closed room, another large room, maybe like a large office or a patio area, or I can maybe do like an outdoor gym, kind of similar to what I had downstairs to have my pool space. So that is the idea that we have right now. It's in its very early stages. We have been building for about 3 weeks. One question that I have been asked a lot is the cost. What is the cost of building? So initially we were just going to build the kitchen and the second floor. But once we got into it, we decided it's worth to invest into the third floor while they're already here, because it is very messy. It is very chaotic living here while they're, constructing. So initially the plan was to build downstairs and level 2. And we found a contractor here that was going to charge us 154,000 pesos for the whole job, which in dollars, pesos a dólares, it's about $7,500 for floor 1 and floor 2. And so that was the original plan. Now that we are building one more floor, the additional cost for floor 3 will be 70,000 pesos, which is about $3,400. So once we have completed all 3 floors, I suck at math. It'll be around $11,000 for us to add 3 floors. We're obviously doing that in segments and payments. We are not, wealthy enough to where we're able to pay it all up front. But we're able to manage. I was able to manage financially, partially with a loan. And then the other portion is they're working with us on getting them like payments every other week, etc. So that gives you an idea into the financial cost of this project and the investment that we're putting into our home. This will probably quadruple the value of my home if we ever decide to sell it. But honestly, the more that I invest into it, the more that I just want to live here forever. This is our first, home and place that we've not like had to worry about moving out, etc. So, right now, as I mentioned previously, we purchased this home for $50,000 on pre-sale. But that was back in 2019 before they were built. They doubled in value since. And currently I don't know what they're worth, but I do know that this is an investment to our home. And it's obviously a lot cheaper for us to do this than to buy a whole new home. And it's a lot less stressful. And well, I guess that's debatable because it's really stressful right now with all the building and construction while we're living in it. So anyway, so I'm going to show you what it looked like on day 1. Day 1 when we started the construction, this was about 3 to 4 weeks ago. So here we go. All right, so our front yard has looked like a dump since we began this project. All sorts of building materials, etc. So I wanted to show you guys what it currently looks like. Now, keep in mind, I was not prepared for this house vlog, but I wanted to capture the content before we build. So it's very, very messy. This is a typical day of what my house looks like. So this is the back patio. This was day 1. No, more like day 2. I forgot. Day 1 or 2. And so this was the back patio where I had my pole. Obviously, we took all the plants out. This is also where I have the washer and dryer. That window that you're seeing is the window to the kids' current room. And this space is where Maya's room is going to be. And the other half is going to be the kitchen. And we're going to move the laundry machines to the far wall and make like a tiny little laundry room. And the rest will be the kitchen space. The gas stuff, the boiler, the sink, and lavadera will also all be moved into one corner with the washer and the dryer. Yes, girl, you can have some snacks. This little girl and her snacks. So this is our kitchen. It's very tiny. You can only have one person in here at a time. It's pretty claustrophobic anytime me and the kids are in it, or me and Walter can't cook together, because it's just very, very small. I feel like this house is built for like a family of 4 at best. So all of this will be expanded. We're going to knock down the wall, the door, and just build out. Here's the kids' room. It's a mess. I've been going through their clothes and just getting rid of everything that they don't wear now that they're gone. This is the bathroom. This bathroom will stay the same. I'm going to finish the backsplash. There's a small shower in here as well. which is handy for the kids. And yeah, Gigi's assistant. So now that it's not clean, you see what it looks like on a regular day with the kids playing and eating and just living. Up here we have a little closet where we store some of the baby's shoes, the towels. It's like a little linen shelf. This is a baby's room, typical morning. And out here is where we're going to connect to the large master bedroom. This window and wall will be knocked down and it will connect to out here. It's kind of hard to see. Little closet. This bathroom will be converted into a master bathroom. That wall is going to be knocked down. It will have 2 entrances. On the day that we poured concrete, it was very, very exciting, and it was, I don't know, it was emotional for me, just because we finally started to really see it come together, and, you know, we saw them just pouring the foundation, and it's really what it is this home has and will be part of the foundation that we have built for the kids here in our new life. So just seeing it come together was really, really exciting. I did not know what it was going to look like. I didn't know the truck was as huge that it would go over the top of our house and take up half the street. For those of you that were live with me that day, you guys got to see a glimpse of it. We will have the concrete poured for the floor first. They will come back in about 2 weeks to pour the second and the third. And unfortunately, the only way to access the second floor right now is through the kids' bedroom, through their window. So the workers have been going up the stairs with all the material. They go through the kids' room and they climb through the window. Eventually, when this room is all done, we will knock down all the walls and connect everything. But right now it's in the very early stages. So this window is the only way that they can access this part of the construction. And it's been really stressful just having all the construction in the kids' room, materials, cement. But we're making it work. So every morning I move their furniture as best as I can. I take off their comforter so that it doesn't get all dusty and the workers don't step on it. And they just work. They've been focusing on this floor first because we had to pour the cement. Once the cement is poured, we have to let it cure for 2 weeks before they begin working on level 1. Here's a different view that I captured from my balcony from the master bedroom. I was actually live when the truck pulled up, and it was really, really exciting to see it just come together because, again, I had no idea what this was going to look like. And it was just very emotional for me in a good way because it brought me back to all the times that I really struggled back in the States with finding housing for my children and I as a felon. I was denied at a lot of apartment complexes. I went through phases where I had to have my housing under the name of somebody else. I would go to sleep with anxiety after submitting rental applications because I was afraid that my background was going to disqualify me. So knowing that, you know, I'm building a home forever for my children and just seeing the first pieces of the foundation just pouring really meant a lot to me. It was very emotional. The guys working this project are great. They're very hard workers. They're very humble. And it's just great seeing them, you know, brick by brick, pour by pour, putting our little home together. So this was the very first pour. They are pouring the roof of the kitchen and the floor of the second level. So it was very runny in the first part. As you can see, it's splattering on the wall because they have to put water in the beginning or something like that's what Walter had said. Anyway, this is what it looked like the next morning. It dried very quickly and it looks amazing. I was so excited. So you guys can see the cage that I had built over for protection. That will also be all cut down. The shingles on the top, they will also be removed. When they started bringing in the bricks, I was really excited. When I sat here watching them like lay each brick on top of each other in this huge pile, it honestly, I was like, that brick's name is Michelle, that brick's name is Ice, that brick's name is Felonies, that brick's name is Deportation. Everything that I had been through just was visualized in this pile of bricks. Michelle, if you're watching this really resonated with all the bullshit that I went through because of my deportation. Everything I went through brought me to this moment, and I'm building a foundation with everything that was thrown at us, even to date, through all the shit that I get on my platforms.
How are you?
You guys are going fast.
We are fast. That's what we told you about the windows.
Oh yeah, the wall is going super fast.
Oh yeah, we are. I'm pretty quick and clean.
So here's our current progress. This was taken about 3 days ago. They are currently working on building the walls to the second room while the concrete settles so that they can begin working on the bottom floor. Obviously, priority right now is the kitchen, Maya's room, so that this is done by the time they come home in less than 6 weeks. But they are working non-stop. So while they wait for the concrete to set so they can work on floor 1, they are getting started on floor number 2 and the stairwell to floor number 3. They work very fast. All of these bricks were hand carried up the stairs through the window. I can't complain at all about the guys. I mean, besides the minor things that you guys have heard me say on live about, oh, they leave beer cans everywhere. But in general, I feel like they're doing well. They're right on schedule. We project that this will be done before Christmas, is what he said. I'm hoping to be done with this project maybe within 3 months tops. But again, because I keep changing my mind and adding on to it, and I want this, I want that, who knows? We will be giving you guys updates as we go along and as things come together. We're very excited to decorate and to just lay everything out. My favorite part about this project is that I get to decide where everything goes and where the bathroom is, where the room is, what wall stays, what wall goes. So this is very exciting for us. Thanks for watching. We will give you guys an update in a couple of weeks.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Got a buildup of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought in